Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome into another edition of the Big Man on Campus NFL Preview. It is Sunday, November 10th, 2019. We got Week 10 in the NFL getting ready to get started here over the next half hour to 40 minutes. We're going to break down the NFL card, get you ready for another week on the gridiron. It's been a fun season so far for me. Looking to continue my winning ways. Have had a good season, not the best season, not up 25 unit season, but up. We'll look to keep going. We got plenty of time left in the NFL season. What I'm going to do is hit every game, try to give you some info that you could take with you and break these games down. So here's the thing, guys. What I'm going to do first, though, I'm going to announce a little giveaway. I'm going to announce something to kind of keep you all interested and excited, something interesting for the show. Here's what we got to do. And I welcome all of you in. I want to let a couple of people get in here before we do that. That way we can, obviously get ample participation in this. It's very simple. You have one rule. And again, I know sometimes rules are tough to follow because we don't read correctly. Do me a favor, read correctly because it will help you. I'm breaking down every game for you here, but here's what I need from all of you. If you're on Twitter, if you retweet the link that I just tweeted out that has the hashtag BMOC in it, if you retweet that link, what's going to happen is I'm going to put all of you in a hat, all your Twitter names in a hat, and I'm going to pick one of them. One of those people, those lucky people, will get a free month of my college basketball service, which starts next Monday. But we're also starting to take signups tomorrow. The site goes live tomorrow. You will get a month of service for free, premium monthly service. You get everything. You get my picks, you get my analysis, you get my audio analysis, you get weekly sit-downs, weekly Q&As, you get everything. You get all of that for free. I'm going to pick one of you and only one of you. But basically the thing is you must retweet the show right now. Now, don't tell me you retweeted. I don't care. Later, I will look at the retweets. I will get all those names, and I will pick one out of a hat, and that portion will be the winner. So you've got to pay to be involved. You got to play to be involved. Please don't tell me you retweeted it. I don't care. Well, I do care, but I don't want to know now. I will look later, and I will pick. So do me a favor and do that for me. Thank you. All right, let's get into the show. First game, Kansas City and Tennessee. Kansas City, Tennessee. Sounds like a good Southern matchup with one team here. Keep in mind, Kansas City not exactly Southern, but has that country Western feeling to it. Kansas City welcoming back Patrick Mahomes. Thank God, right? You kind of need him back. Look, regardless of his physical condition, it's nice to have him back. My question here is, though, is he 100%? I'm going to go ahead and guess that he's not. You got a line here sitting at 6. You get the public, as usual, all over Kansas City. Here's the thing, though. Kansas City can't stop the fucking run, and they're on the road here. They're facing a guy in Derrick Henry who hasn't had a great season, but I think this is a spot where he could feature. He could get on the score sheet today. He could get on the score sheet with a big run today. This is a defense for Kansas City that's giving up 4.8 yards a carry. It's too many. Last year, they were giving up a lot of yards as well on the ground. They're just not very good on the ground. And you look at Tennessee. I know they're going to be without Jarrell Casey today, but this defense has been really good. You look at on the season, they're only giving up about 18 points a game. Look, Tannehill, I think, is better for that offense. Look, do I want him attacking downfield? Not really. Just don't make any mistakes. Get the ball to some of the playmakers. Get the ball to your running back and Derrick Henry. I think we're going to see, obviously, a lot of, I think the defense for these teams are more underrated than you think. Kansas City's secondary has actually been getting much better. It's just the run defense that's been a problem. Again, I think a lot of people are going to get on Kansas City here. I'll gladly take the gutsy home team that's good defensively, that I think can move the ball on the ground and keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. If I had to play this, I'd look nothing more than the Tennessee Titans here, +6. This is a scrappy group. I really like what I've seen out of them this year at times. And I think this is a game, as I said, I think Henry's going to feature a little bit here. 253, 254, Buffalo headed on the road to take on Cleveland. Cleveland laying 3, total 42. Listen, Buffalo's 3-0 as an underdog this year, guys. 3-0 as an underdog this year. Browns are also not good as a favorite this year, laying just 1-3 as a favorite. Look, I'm not buying it. I don't understand why the whole world loves the Browns. You would think by now people would learn with the fucking Browns. They're just not great. They don't have great leadership. This clubhouse is a mess. Freddie Kitchens stinks. They're bad in the red zone. The quarterback, I think, has mental issues right now. He's got some sort of issue off the field. I don't think he's quite ready to be a leader. This is a heinous spot, and this is a Buffalo offense that can move the ball. Josh Allen's been solid. Defensively, they've been good. And this Cleveland defense at home this year, guys, is giving up 32 points a game. Why the fuck are people betting the Browns here? I don't get it. If they cover and win, salud. I'm not going to be doing it, though. I'll grab Buffalo +3. I think it's worth it, a wager here. I'm not saying it's worth a full wager, but I would get involved here. I think getting 3. Look, can Cleveland win? Sure, but they seemingly make it difficult every time. You got to also wonder, I mean, this team is 2-6. I mean, the likelihood of going to the playoffs is low, if not possible. And look, Buffalo, I give 6-2, and I know their wins aren't great, but they still have a capable quarterback, a pretty good defense, particularly a good secondary. No Olivier Vernon today for the Browns, which is a big loss. He's one of their better defensive players. That will allow it easier to kind of double Myles Garrett. Yeah, look, if you're betting the Browns, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't. I mean, if you're still getting involved in doing that, well, good, go ahead. But why? What are you doing it for? So you want to sit on your hands the rest of the day? Because that's what you're going to do here. I don't see really any viable reason to bet the Browns today. Add in the fact that the whole fucking world's on them. Yeah, I'm good. I'll go the other way. Did you have anything good for breakfast? Yeah, I tell you every day. I don't eat breakfast. I'm not really sure what you don't understand about that, but you keep asking it. Thanks for watching, though. So yeah, go bet the Browns. Have fun with that, but yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'll grab the doggy here. What else do we have? And look, Browns should have a good day on the ground. The Bills have to get better in the run game. They've not been good enough defensively on the ground. They've got to get better there, and that could be the Achilles heel today, but we'll bank on the fact that everything else kind of checks out. Buffalo +3 looks okay here. 255, 256, Arizona headed on the road to take on Tampa. Tampa 5.5, total 51. Listen, Arizona, one of the better, I think actually they are the best against the spread team in the league. 6-2 against the number. And 6-2 as a dog. They've been really good. I've been really impressed with what I've seen out of Arizona. I think the big concern, though, today is obviously a tough trip to the East Coast. Kyler Murray has not thrown a passing touchdown over the last 4 games. He's going to get a reprieve, though, today against a bad Tampa pass defense. Tampa seemingly just turns games into shootouts every single time. Both these teams, good offenses, bad defenses. We know Arizona's going to go a mile a minute. We know Jameis is going to throw the ball until his arm falls off. Here's a concern, though, for Arizona. Patrick Peterson has not been good. It doesn't matter that he's come back from injury. He's not been good enough. Last 4 games, Arizona's given up 295 yards a game through the air, including 3 where they've given over 300. Mike Evans against Patrick Peterson looks like a massive mismatch. The only thing riding for Arizona here is the fact that they have been so good against the number. But look, Kyler's got to create. He's got to score in the red zone today. If they could score in the red zone, this is going to be a close game. I still don't think there's points here. 51, you take it a flyer. You're hoping Arizona can score in the red zone, which I think they can. It seems like every game Tampa plays, it just turns into a shootout. And again, you're going to get an obliged here. Both these teams are pretty quick. They're both top 10 in plays per game. They like to go quick. Possession length is always generally ending in points. So, yeah, I think you're going to have a pretty good play here if you're going over. An interesting move, though. When I was going over this game, when I was just doing some last-minute research at, 11:30, this line was 52. Now it's down to 51. What's that all about? So something's going on here where people are coming in and saying, you know what, I'm going to bet on the under here, which is odd. Weather's good down in Tampa, 73 and sunny. Definitely odd. Again, some of these moves down have not made much sense and they haven't mattered. Is this a game, though, where, it's 28-21 and like Arizona just can't, they have two drives where they just can't put the ball in the end zone. That could change the trajectory of this game. Is it 27-23, something like that? I feel like you take a flyer, though. 51, I'll bite. Is this a play that I'm loving? No. Giants Jets. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this matchup. To be honest with you, I kind of like the Jets, to be real honest. If I had to bet it, which I'm not, the Giants just turn the ball over too much. Their pass defense blows. I mean, Sam Darnold's better than what he's shown, isn't he? Isn't he? The Jets' defense is better than the Giants, isn't it? I'm not going to spend a ton of time in this game. I'm not betting it. I won't watch it. I don't care about it. It means absolutely nothing. So I'll lean Jets. I think they have some. The quarterback is, Jones is slightly better. Obviously, they have a couple better skill position players, but they also have some injuries. I know Evan Engram's always seemingly battling something. And, yeah, for me, I'll take the better defense. JTS, Jets. And I'll take the money line. Fuck the points. I'll just take the plus 135. But, again, I go over every game. Not saying I'm betting this. If I had to bet it, though, gun to my head, I would take the Jets. And by the way, for anyone saying, well, Jets are at home today, because there is someone out there saying that. He doesn't know that they play at the same stadium, probably. Falcons, Saints. Everyone back for the Saints, which, look, frankly, is a pretty scary proposition for the Atlanta Falcons today. Look, I've talked all year about this horrific defense. I mean, they are really horrific. I mean, it's not even close. They're the worst defense in the league. They've tried everything. They've tried moving coaches. They've tried moving personnel. They've tried doing everything, and nothing has worked. Keanu Neal's out. Trufant's been in and out. It's just a maligned defense. And Drew Brees has torched this team. You look at since 2015 at home against the Falcons, Brees is averaging 330 passing yards a game, 2.45 passing touchdowns. He has just destroyed this team. I mean, they're not good. Everyone's back. Traquan Smith, Jared Cook, Kamara, Mike Thomas is obviously in there. This offense is a well-oiled machine with their signal caller back at quarterback who's destroyed the opponent. And this year, every game, the Falcons have come to fruition. They are what they are defensively. They're not good. Dan Quinn's getting fired. It's just about when does he get fired. It's not a case of what if, it's when. But here's what I will say. Matt Ryan back today. He still has Ridley and Jones. They keep in mind, guys, Atlanta has the highest pass play percentage in the NFL. What does that mean? It's very simple. They throw the ball more than anyone in the league. They just don't run it. I think they're throwing the ball on over 70% of their possessions. Okay, so you're going to give me Ryan back. I'm willing to think they could put up 17 or 20 points today. Because, look, I will say, if you look at the Saints' defense, their pass defense is average. It's not great. It's average. Ryan's eclipsed over 300 passing yards in every game this season. And he's had 3 or more passing touchdowns in 3 of those games. I think he can put some points on the board today. I do. Because I think this game's going to be out of reach. I think this is going to be, 31-14 late, 37-14 late, and they're going to be able to put something across the board. 51.5 is look, anytime I can get the Falcons in this price range overwise with the quarterbacks that we're going to have in this game, I think the only way it doesn't cover is if these teams are completely inept in the red zone and it's just field goals all night. But, again, I've won more money than I've lost betting Falcon overs, so I'm going to continue to buy in there. Big man, I wish you did a college basketball show on the weekends. Your insight is always insightful. Well, look, again, I've made it very clear that I am starting my season basically on the 18th. I'm doing the 5 o'clock show kind of right now, just to kind of keep people interested. We'll get some programming on the weekends. I mean, I do programming now on the weekends. I don't know why you think that's going to change. Right now, I'm doing college football, but which, by the way, great day yesterday, 2-0 in college. I had a really solid day. Hit in a basketball game as well with the Gonzaga Bulldogs. I did lose my NBA play, but I'm 15-5 in the NBA. It's been a good season so far. I'm very happy with what's been going on this year. I've had a good Premier League season as well. Everything is really kind of doing good things right now. If you want my Premier League info, go check out pubsportsradio.com. Pubsportsradio.com, kind of a new blog. Our friend Ski Profit does work there. I do some blogs there. I do all sorts of work with them. Those guys are great guys. Go check out pubsportsradio.com. Pubsportsradio.com. A lot of cool info. A lot of good UFC stuff. I got some soccer content over there. Kind of some of the random sports. UFC is terrific over there. Pubsportsradio.com. All right. So yeah, Saints Atlanta. I hate to be a square, but I'm going to go over. Thank you for watching, Ken E. Appreciate you, pal. You're very kind. Again, guys, I'm going to put this out there. We have a little giveaway going. If you retweet the show, if you retweet the tweet where I have my hashtag in the show link, if you retweet that, you're going to get into the running of a free month of my college basketball service, which starts next week. So do me a favor, hit that retweet button. You're going to get in the running. Don't tell me you retweet it. Just go retweet it. You'll get in the running. I'll pull one off, and that person will be the winner. So do me a favor, go retweet that right now. All right, next one: Bengals and Ravens. Baltimore Ravens laying. What do we got here? 11. This is moving up. Some higher numbers even in certain spots. Total's 44 here. All right, Baltimore's been very good, as we know. Offense is one of the best in the league. They're running more plays than anyone in the league. The time of possession's been highest in the league. Lamar's been moving the ball. He's had an MVP type of season. The receivers have been good. The run game has been terrific. And they're playing a team in the Cincinnati Bengals today that is shocking. They are not good. Ryan Finley going to start a quarterback today. No Drake Kilpatrick in the secondary. Cordy Glenn's still out. There's nothing at all to like about the Ravens. The Bengals here. This is a bad team that has no wins on the season that I think has just mailed it in. Defensively, they can't tackle. Nothing is good fundamental about them. And now they're going to play one of the best offenses in the league today. I think they get shredded. But I will say, I like the first half. I like Ravens' first half here. Why not go out, get the cover by, you got to lay 6.5 here. They're up 7. You look at Baltimore, been one of the better first half points per game teams in the league. Baltimore averaging 17 points a game in the first half this year. Get involved. They've been doing it early. They've been doing it often. And what's good about Cincinnati is, for as poor as they've been, they've actually been pretty fast offensively. They're getting out and going. They're not, sitting around, running the ball and taking 1,000 minutes to go with their offense. I think you're going to have a good pace in this game. I think Baltimore's going to have plenty of opportunities to score in this game. Should get into the 30s. I like that first half, though, as well. Baltimore minus 6.5 in the first half. They've been good. You look at the first game these two teams played, 17-10 Baltimore in the first half. I don't think it's even that close. This one, I'll go 20-7, something like that. I think Baltimore first half's worth a look. In fact, I'm going to actually make this my free play of the day here on the show. I like this game. I might add one or two others as we continue here, but Finley concerns me. This team is basically given up, it seems like, and Baltimore is flying right now. Do I love them to cover the game? I'm actually kind of jaded just because last time these two teams played, I took Baltimore to cover 10.5, and Baltimore or Bengals backdoored me late in the game. So first half looks pretty solid here, though. Bears and Lions. Bears laying 6.5 or 7. Total is 38. Look, go ahead and lay a big number with Chicago, but just remember that you're betting with Mitch Trubisky. Was this a day where Mitchell looks really good against a Lions defense that's not been great? I don't think they're as bad as people think, but they're not great either. And again, I want to make that clear. I don't hate the Lions defense, especially with Slay. I don't hate them. I think they have a decent pass rush. I like their linebackers. They've had some tough games, but you got to remember they played a lot of really tough competition as well against a guy Mitch Trubisky, who we know is not a particularly good quarterback. In fact, is he? I mean, let's be real honest. Is he that much better than Jeff Driscoll? I mean, really? I'm not gonna buy into the fact that because Matt Stafford being out sucks. I mean, you obviously want him in there, but I'm also not going to believe that Mitchell Trubisky is 7 points better than any team. So I'll lean with taking the Lions here. This is a game where I think they can win. We have to remember when you have a backup quarterback's bad if he doesn't have anybody to throw to or give the ball to. They have arguably the best total group of wide receivers in the league with Galladay, Jones, Amendola, Hawkinson. I mean, there are plenty of options there. Look, go ahead and lay 7 with the Bears. Do what you got to do. I'm not going to, though. The fact that Matt Stafford's out sucks, sure, but Jeff Driscoll, I've seen him have some success in the league, so take a shot. Does Baltimore have a hangover after a big win last week? No, because they're well coached, so I don't think so. Do you like Ohio State today versus UMass Lowell? It's an NFL show. Listen, guys, you'll have plenty of college basketball content all season. Okay, this is why when I release my website tomorrow, go check me out. It's very cost effective. I'm going to give you, 7 to 10 really good picks a week. You're going to get great analysis. You're going to get great, just everything about it. It's tip top. I worked real hard on this website. We put a lot of time into this. It's really a sharp site. It's got a lot of interactive content. Look, if you can't afford the price that I'm throwing out there, I do also have kind of a smaller service. It's about $25 a month. You're going to get 2 picks a week. There's, again, most of you are going to want all the picks and all the analysis and everything, but I do have a light version as well. I'm making it cost effective for everybody. Listen, guys, I spent a lot of time on college football or college basketball. Again, this is my thing. I put a lot of time into this website, and I'm going to do whatever I can to deliver. So make sure you go check me out tomorrow when I release this thing. And again, all the content coming is coming. So the website will be out. I'm not releasing what the website's name is. I haven't released it, and I'm not going to. The release date is tomorrow. You guys can check it out at that point. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll talk about it on my shows tomorrow as well. Josh Garay, do me a favor, Josh Garay. Email me. I know you don't have Twitter. Email me, Josh Garay. The Big Men on Campus 215@gmail.com. If anyone doesn't have an email, you can gladly, or Twitter, you can gladly email me. The Big Men on Campus 215@gmail.com. The Big Men on Campus 215@gmail.com. All right, guys, I got to keep going. I got to get out of here in about 15 minutes. I'm getting my new couch delivered today, so I got to be out of here by 12:30, 5-ish. All right, next one. We're into the 4 o'clock matchups, which is good timing. Let's go to Carolina and Green Bay. Carolina, Green Bay. This is a tough game. I think both teams are really interesting. I think this Carolina defense has been really solid. The linebackers and secondary has been terrific. They are a little vulnerable on the ground, as is Green Bay. I think it's going to be a fun game on the ground. I think that the running backs for Green Bay are going to have their way. But look, you give me Christian McCaffrey, you give me points with that pass defense for Carolina. I'll bite. I think this is a close game. I'll take the best player in the field. Look, this game to me is all about the red zone, okay? Whoever finishes in the red zone is going to win this game. It's just that simple. If you're going to give me 4.5, 5, I'd like to see the inactives. I want to make sure everybody's good. But it looks like Devontae Adams still struggling a little bit with the turf toe. Look, Rodgers, always a tough matchup. But I think this Carolina defense is ready to go here. Just don't make mistakes if you're Kyle Allen. Get the fucking ball to McCaffrey. I think we'll have a good day. Because look, what have we known about the Packers this year? Can't stop the fucking run. You can't. You can't stop the run. Yep, website will be everywhere. Don't worry. You'll all get the website. Right. Let's move on here. Miami and Indy. Indy laying a big number, 12, 11.5, 12, total 44. Let's be honest, guys. Is Hoyer that much worse than Brissett? Because I got to tell you, I didn't really see it last week. Hoyer was terrific. I mean, outside of that pick six, he was very good. Very good. And you're playing a defense in the Dolphins that's among the worst in the league. Miami's one of the worst pass defense in the league. They're the worst run defense in the league. They're giving up 134 yards a game on the ground. I got to tell you, I don't hate this over. I think the Colts, they are a bit vulnerable defensively. They're a bit vulnerable. I think the Dolphins can score. We've seen them score this year. They've not had trouble getting into the 20s. And with Fitzpatrick, we know what he's going to do. He's always going to bomb away. That's what they do. You're in a dome here, so there's no weather conditions. I think 44 is a bit low. I think these teams can both get into the 20s. I think this is 27-21 type of game, 24-21, 28-21. I think this game can go over. It seems a bit low to me. I'd have put it more towards like 46.5, 47. The Dolphins have found ways to find the end zone. They're kind of one of those teams that you look at the scoreboard and say, whoa, Dolphins scored 21 today or whatever. And this is a Colts team that I still think has some defensive concerns. They let Mason Rudolph kind of move around last week. And we know the Dolphins will give out points. And I think Hoyer is fine. It's amazing how they continue to get quarterbacks to just plug in and play in Indy. It's been impressive. Too many points for the Colts? I'm not so sure. Miami seems to defy logic every week, don't they? So I'm not ready to say that it's too many points, but I wouldn't really have much interest in the side. I'm more or less looking at that total at 44 and saying, give me. In fact, you look at Miami. Last couple of weeks for Miami, put up 26 against the Jets, put up 14 against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's a good defense. Put up 21 against the Bills. They're putting up like 14 or more every week. I think if they can do that here, the game should find its way over. 30-17 or something like that. A couple of more here, and then we will wrap up. That's what we do here. We give you banger breakdowns in a couple of minutes, and we move on. We don't linger on with games. There's no need to linger on because you know what happens? You think too much, you think wrong. All right. We have two more, or one more. Rams, Steelers. I'm going to tell you right now, Pittsburgh is covered 8 of 10 as a dog. Again, let me say that again. Pittsburgh has covered 8 of 10 as a dog, okay? This team is at home today, and this defense is fierce. This offensive line is fierce. This defensive line is fierce. What is the one issue when you have a team in the NFL? Listen, if you lose the battle in the trenches, you will not win games. It's simple, very simple. And I don't think I don't think the Rams are going to win much of the battle in the trenches today. I know Aaron Donald's terrific. He's the best player in the league, arguably. But I like the Steeler offensive line. I really think they're strong. I think they're a top 5 group in the league. I think they'll keep Rudolph upright. We know what Rudolph does. Very dink and dunk offense. I think they could give some issues to the Rams. I don't love their defense. I look at Pittsburgh also defensively. I think they're going to have their way with this offensive line for the Rams. This Pittsburgh defense is solid. Their linebackers are terrific. They've been considerably better since they've added Minka Fitzpatrick. And you look at this defensive line, 3rd in the league in sacks per game. They're averaging 3.5 sacks a game. This is a maligned line for the Rams. They're not great. You look at this team, the Rams, okay? Their offensive line's been, I think, on paper good, but I have some question marks about it. Plus, it's a road game. I have a soft spot for the Steelers. I do. I think defensively they're good. I like Rudolph. I like the back end running backs. I like their skill position players. Schuster's a really good player. And I know they have Jalen Ramsey. I get it. This could be a grinded out game, under game. This could be a first to 20 kind of game win, first to 20 win kind of game. Really good. I'm really looking forward to this game. I think it's a good one. I think it's a real good one. Sunday night, Minnesota and Dallas. Usually don't get involved with the Sunday night game on this show. I'll be rooting hard for the Vikings, though, as usual. I hate the Cowboys. I really need them to lose tonight, so I'm going to be rooting hard for Minnesota. We know Kirk Cousins has been better. I think it'll be a good game. Always is. I think it could be better than last week's game, even though last week's game wasn't that good. So, yeah, free picks today. I'm going to go Ravens first half -6, and I'm going to go Steelers plus 4.5. Those are your two free picks. Kind of like some of the other dogs. Bills, Tennessee, Atlanta over looks good. All right. I want to do one more thing before we go. I know a lot of you enjoy the Ed Orgeron impression, so I felt like doing it today after yesterday's big win. And I'll talk about the NFL today. We're real excited for it. NFL Sunday. Well, a big win yesterday. We went to Tuscaloosa. We had a big win. I said, fuck Roll Tide. I mean it. Fuck Roll Tide. Now we're rooting for New Orleans Saints today. We're going to be at the Bayou. It's Saints football against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know what's worse. Is it the Atlanta Falcons defense or is it Roll Tide defense? Fuck you, Roll Tide. We're ready to go. We got a pizza party at the team meeting. After with my wife, she bought a little gumbo. And you know what they say down about in here to buy you. You know what they say about gumbo. It's all about the pepper in the gumbo, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but we're ready to go. We're best team in the country, arguably. I don't care about them Northerners, Buckeyes. It's all about LSU. Go Tigers. So there you go. It's my Ed Orgeron accent. All right. It's all about content, right? All right. You all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Where do you get that? Where do you get that on any other show? You don't. You just don't. I thank all of you for watching. I thank all of you for participating. Go have a great day in the NFL. Go enjoy yourselves. I might put out a couple of leans, one or two leans in college basketball today. As I wait here, because I'm waiting for a phone call from this delivery. And by the way, my dad's delivering it, so he'll have me help him. But if I had to play games in college today, I would look towards Liberty, laying a big number. But I think they get the job done here. Maryland Eastern Shore. For anyone that's curious. If you ask me who the three worst teams in the country were, I would say Mississippi Valley, Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Maryland Eastern Shore. Maryland Eastern Shore is really bad. I think we could look at a case here where they don't hit 50 today. I think this is an 88-50 type of game, meaning that I think they get destroyed. Liberty is good. They have playmakers. They're the best team in the Atlantic Sun. Defensively, they're very good. Definitely like that one. They should, under 30 should be a really solid bet there. I considered Missouri State, but that line's kind of gotten away from us a little bit. Early in the season, you got to be betting these games early. And that's one of the reasons it's really tough to sell picks, particularly early in the season. These lines just move so fast. One late game I do like UC Santa Barbara a little bit. I like the Gauchos here against UCLA. UCLA looked a bit wonky offensively in the first game against a Long Beach State University. This Santa Barbara team's legit. They are really good. Max Heidegger, Amadou Sal. Mitchell Kupchak. This is a good team. They got some new transfers this year for Joe Pasternak. I like this Santa Barbara group. This is a big-time game for them. It's a circle game. It's a game in L.A. against the big-time Bruins, young Bruin group. Don't be surprised if Santa Barbara throw in a little interesting tonic into this game. Could be worth a look here. There's a couple that I have my eye on. Yeah, I kind of like Detroit a little bit today, getting 18.5 or 19, but I avoided it. I also liked Bryant, but that number got away a little bit. I want to see what Bryant is against like competition. They obviously played well the other night against Rutgers, but now you're laying points. It just kind of seems like an overreaction to me. Rutgers, Niagara. Rutgers, another opportunity here to, beat up a bad team. We'll see if they can do it. Louisville should beat up Youngstown today. This should be a wall-to-wall effort. Youngstown always very poor defensively. Could be a game for Louisville where they touch 90. I think anytime you can get games like this where the number's under 28, 30, I think you got to look towards it. But if I had to play a game today, it would be Liberty against the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Maryland Eastern Shore is a bottom 3 team in the country. Illinois, Arizona. That's going to be. I can't wait for this game tonight. Out at the Tucson. I like Illinois. Big fan of that group. Going to be really dialed into this one. So there you have it. Should be a fun day of basketball. You all have a great day. I appreciate you all checking out the show. It's sad that basically everybody left and missed that college show, but you know what? I see all of you loyal people. You're all the best, and I thank you. I look forward to continuing another week next week with more college football, more college hoops, more NBA, and more NFL. Listen, there are channels out there with way more subscribers than me, and I'm doing arguably the same numbers as they are. It's you people that I have to thank for that, and I thank you for it. This is the best channel on the internet for sports betting content. It's just that simple. I don't care if you look elsewhere. Are there bigger names elsewhere? Sure. Are there bigger, audiences elsewhere? Yes. But I strive to bring the best info to you every week, whether it's Ski Profit or Donnie Rightside or Joe Duffy, whoever. I only bring on people that I think are good, and they are good. And they are giving you good info. So make sure you keep supporting. Thanks all for watching. I'm the Big Man on Campus. Enjoy your NFL Sunday.